Welcome back to Rocketbirds, I'm Killer. This is the Shmup mission, Chapter 8, Up Here in the Air. Basically, this level has a lot of similar to the last level. There is just waves of enemies, each wave is progressively harder. This first wave contains three machine gun dudes. So, pretty easy wave, all in all. Nothing too hard in this mission. The fact that there's two blimps doesn't really make a difference. Waves will only spawn out of this this blimp for the time being, and then when we get to the second blimp they'll only spawn out of the second blimp because the first one would already be blown up. So in the second wave we've got one machine gun and one rocket launcher dude. Rocket launcher dude's being the white suit. We just killed the machine gun dude with the rocket launcher dude's rocket, and we will attempt to kill the white dude with his rocket, and we do, and we get an achievement for it. Achievement I've never got before, despite playing this game a number of times because it's so damn hard. There's actually an achievement for doing it 6 times as well, which I didn't realise until right now. So this wave has got 2 machine gun dudes and 2 rocket launcher dudes, I think. It's also pretty easy. None of the waves in this level are terribly hard. The most hard part is actually inside the second blimp, which we'll be seeing later. So, for the achievement of getting all the brain bugging all the enemy types, you'll see me brain bug a red soldier in here that you don't normally need to brain bug, but I do anyway. Just ducking on the lift here because it's a long elevator that I'm not going to cut out because this is the only time you'll see an elevator in this level. So I figured I'll leave it in. So you want to go left here rather than right, and here's our first brain bug target. It's a white penguin, so we're going to cross it off our left. And I'm just going to rocket launch all the other enemies in the bay from here, because why not? And I'm just going to check to make sure that I got all of them. Yep. Before opening up the door and killing myself. You can see a poster there that's for me, wanted, dead. Not even dead or alive, just dead. Don't know what the reward is though, can't read it from here. I imagine it's a lot of money, a lot of fish. These guys have AK-47s, and they're pretty damn strong, but we'll just deal with him. So here is where I'm going to brain bug a red dude. I'm just going to get him to roll into the screen and then throw a bug at him. Well, spam bugs at him actually. Get him to walk. Here he comes, yep. And spam brain bugs. Perfect. So that's our red soldiers and our white soldiers out of the way. I think we've already got a captain too, and a general grunt soldier, so we're well on our way to getting that achievement. Nothing really too interesting about this level other than that. There's another brain bug target here, so we can't actually do it while brain bugged. But I love how he just fell through the floor. Wasn't meant to happen, that grate's not open, just a bug. Nothing really to talk about in terms of aesthetics either. It looks exactly the same as the previous blimp we were in. The next blimp looks different. I'll talk about that when we get to it. But for now, we're just gonna blow this motherfucker up. Throw one of these dudes at the rocket launcher dude. Wanted to do a trick shot rather than just going for the captain. And then blow him up. Because why not? Gotta have fun. I forgot to press the button, which is why another one spawned. But there we go. Yeah, well, you can tell that when you press the button the door shuts, so you know that there's no more that are going to spawn. I really want to know what the first one on these blimps do. You never actually do find out. The one that's like, I imagine it's like dropping bombs or opening the exit or something. But you can also open the exit with the blue keycard, so I don't know. We needed the blue keycard to get out of the exit. I was contemplating going back to the panel and using trying to use the blue keycard on the command center, but I didn't have enough time and it was the wrong keycard anyway. I think you needed red. Anyway, in this blimp, the enemies come out of this pipe, we can see. We get 4 machine guns and 1 rocket launcher dude. So this is the only way for this blimp. We're going to be trying to kill the majority of the machine gun and rocket launcher dudes with the rockets that are fired at us. It makes things a lot easier. Already killed like 3 people, I think. So 2 more left. No, 3 more left. Can't count. There we go. All 5. No, we got 1 more. Man, I sucked. Gonna land on here. Something I forgot to show off in the previous jetpack level. You can actually relaunch from the platforms if you want. It's pretty cool. So, what can I say about this blimp? It's got some easy to get signs. All the signs are in the second blimp. We're getting the first one now. There we go. And here we got another brain bug thing where we can choose between a captain or a captain. So if you didn't already have the captain brain bug, here would be the perfect opportunity. We're going to go with the one piloting the ship. Then just murder him with an AK. These AKs are actually not as powerful as the one that you get personally in chapter 11, I think it is, or 10. 10, I'm going to say. Anyway, we got that, and we've got a time limit. This part is actually legitimately hard. It's probably the hardest bit of the... Yeah, here I was just trying to see whether the blue keycard I got previously would work on that hatch opening thing. Yeah, it's probably the most hard part of the game. Like here, you can get knocked down a hole and then just not be able to get back up and instantly die. Or you can do what I do in this playthrough and just fail. At least the time limit is quite short. You haven't got a lot of time, especially when you want to get both the signs, which we will be doing. So everything looks pretty well. I've passed the first 2 enemies anyway. If you want to get, there is an achievement for killing all the enemies in this level. I think that the best way to do that would either be come back here with a knife or get grenades and throw them, because you will run out of time if you go and drop into each one of the holes to kill the enemies, especially if you're unlucky and get them falling into the holes of their own volition, which happened in this playthrough obviously. Anyway, in the background we can hear the great New World Revolution song that was playing at the very start of the game. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's cool. Yeah, so here I get butt fucked because there's 2 enemies and I can't get out of this hole, so just gonna die. Oh no, I managed. But here I die. Knew I was gonna die at some point. I couldn't beat that level with that low of health. But yeah, I like how they're using the New World Revolution music for a pretty intense scene. I make it this part of the mission, so no more backtracking or anything like that. basically I wanted to show off how hard this part was. It's also a pretty cool blimp. I like how there's like massive missiles all hung up on the wall. Definitely a lot bigger than the previous one. My favourite mission, personally, is coming up after this. Tells a lot of history of Arbitroskia. It explains a little bit more about the story, but not too much. Number 10 will explain the story a bit more. But that's for the future. You can look forward to that. Look at that Emma, it was a dick. It jumped away from me. So here I have a little bit of trouble, but I decided to wait for this person to turn around so I can better kill him. And it means I don't get juggled like crazy. So here's the first sign, the second sign. The first in this level, and here's the third. Pretty close together, but if you don't have much time left, you can't really get both of them. There's also an achievement for doing this with 40 seconds left on the clock, which is imaginably pretty hard. Because I had, what, like 20 seconds on the clock when I got the second sign, so I can't imagine doing it a lot faster either. Anyway, after the 2 blimps are dead, we actually have 4 more enemies that we have to kill. All 4 being machine guns. So, gotta deal with them. And that's the end of the level, basically. So it's just a pretty easy fight. The first enemy you kill will always give out health, and the next 2 will always give out ammo, and this last dude will always give out health. So if you're running a bit low, you can always rely on them. And that is the end of the level. So tune in next time for episode 9, Penguin History, where we'll find more about the plot. I'm going to do a few congratulatory jumps. Normally when I was practicing this level I died a lot more times, so